Hey guys, and welcome to today's yoga class, all focused on low back pain today. Low back pain can be excruciating, irritating, frustrating, and for me, it's really bad in the morning. I sometimes have a hard time even moving my spine and getting started with the day. So this practice is great for first waking up, or it's really good after a long walk that triggers low back pain, or if you're a dancer, a gymnast, an athlete, anything that puts a lot of stress on your low back, as well as a hiker. If you're out hiking all the time on hard surfaces, going for miles, it can be a lot on your low back. So go ahead and roll out your mat. Grab anything you might need for this class or you feel you might need. It's going to be very gentle, very easy on yourself. Grab some water if you feel you need that. And when you're ready, go ahead and meet me on your mat. Starting at the back of our mats here, we're going to be taking a lot of child's poses today. But for our very first one, I want us to first take a deep breath up with those arms, sending that energy down your heart center, becoming present into this moment. And again, deep breath up, coming down with the hands to the heart. Focus and touch your low back. Make sure you aren't arching your spine. Make sure you're engaging your low belly and straightening out your spine here. Sending it love and understanding right now. And coming into our first child's pose, I want you to take it very gentle and very easy. Not even bringing your hands up above your head, keeping it enclosed and really rounding down. And it's okay if your butt doesn't even touch your heels here. This first one is always the hardest for me. It's amazing how difficult it is to round my spine forward first getting up in the morning. So make sure you're breathing deep into that low back. And if you're feeling ready, now you can go ahead and bring your hands forward. But if you're not, it's okay. Remain where you are. Maybe gently rocking side to side, feeling a deeper stretch on each side of your low back. Breathing here, sinking in. Now slowly rolling through the spine, we're going to take a cat-cow sequence. So breathing up, arching the back, and then we're going to round the spine. Now the second one, we're going to take breathing up, and then we're going to come back into a child's pose. Breathe it out. And we're going to do that whole thing again. So regular cat and cow, breathing, looking up, rounding the back, then looking up again, and then sinking down into that child's pose. Nice. Once again, here we go. Breathing up and out, rounding the spine. Breathing up, looking up, and sinking back into that child's pose. Again. Taking this as quickly or as slowly as you need, waking up that entire spine and body, bringing movement in. And this time we're going to roll forward and slowly lower to your bellies. And And this might seem weird, but we're actually gonna just rock side to side here. So you can put your hands on your head on your hands if you like, and then just gently rock side to side. Now you really want to focus on relaxing the muscles in your low back and in your glutes and not engaging them at all, making them feel like jelly, fully releasing and relaxing those muscles. Good. Planting those hands gently and slowly, taking it back to a child's pose. Feeling if your child's pose feels any different now. And we're going to do that again. Roll down, gently rock side to side, loosen it up. Pressing up, sink back to child's pose. And again, rolling down to your belly. Give a gentle rock. But this time we're going to bring our hands and our entire forearms flat on the mat, coming into Sphinx. And I want you to engage in your shoulders and your arms, sending that chest forward, but I want you to try to relax your low back. And if you need to rock again like I am, you totally can. You don't want to hold too much tension right now in that low back. We will in a minute, but just relax here. Now we're going to take the hands wider than the mat, plant the fingertips down, and we're going to do a wave up, lifting the chest, pressing with those arms up, and then roll back down like a wave here, moving with your breath, up and down for 2, good, up and down for 3. Being super gentle, not pushing up too high. You could be lower than I am. You could be higher than I am. It's wherever your spine is willing to take you right now in this moment. So just breathe with the movement and flow. One last time, up and down, good. Coming back into this crocodile position if you need, and giving another gentle rock on that low back, on that belly, and then pushing yourself up and back into child's pose again. How does it feel this time? Do you feel more warmed up now? Gently come to seated, and we're going to take our knees as wide as the mat. And we're going to sink down between our legs, but I want us to stay engaged here. So press your fingertips into the ground and try to flatten your back out as much as possible, sending energy out the low back of your tailbone and then energy out the top of your head, stretching, reaching as far as your body will let you into this position. Breathe. And when you're ready, let it out and sink down and relax between your legs. Gently rolling up, bring those knees in, tuck those toes, and we're going to come into our first downward dog of the day. So take it super easy, pedal out the feet. Your hamstrings are going to feel tight. You'll feel it even more now in your back, so be very gentle. Breathe here. And with another deep breath and a momentary pause, we're going to roll through the spine to a plank and then reverse the fold back. We're going to do this a few times, moving with the breath. Once again, bringing that fluidity and movement into the entire spine. Good. Plank and back. And now, gently, we're going to work our way to the top of the mat, walking slowly. This forward fold is not going to be with straight knees. I would like you to bend them and try to get your upper body to rest on your thighs. This stretch is for your low back. It is not for your hamstrings right now. So send lots of love and light into that low back, even placing your hands on it if you need to remind yourself this is why you're here. This is what you're taking care of right now. Swaying gently. And if you want to attempt to straighten your knees, you can, and take a flat back here. If you don't want to, bend those knees and flatten that back. And then we're going to step back into plank. Lowering all the way to our bellies, we're going to take a baby cobra here, pressing into those hands. And if you want to engage your low back muscles here, you can. And pushing and sinking all the way back into child's pose. Slowly coming up. We're going to do a few ab exercises here, nothing too crazy, but engaging your low belly is really good to help with low back pain. So we're going to come into a boat pose here, lifting our feet off the ground. And we're going to take taps. So your left leg's going to tap down, lift back up, then right and up. Good. 2 and 3, 4. Good. Simply place those feet down, rolling through the spine. Come onto your back and bring both knees into your chest. We're going to take a rock side to side, massaging that low back into the ground, using the earth to give our bodies a massage and release all of that tension that we're feeling. And now take your 2-piece fingers and wrap them around your big toes, and let's open up into a happy baby. Once again, rocking. You can find stillness if you like, but when it comes to low back pain, I find that moving side to side really helps just get deep in there and massage more on that pain. Coming out, curl yourself into a tight ball, give yourself a hug, sending love through your body. Now we're going to take a few rolls to come to seated. So let's go 1, all the way back and all the way up for 2. Trying to engage that low belly. Find a balance here if you can. Play with it. 3. And this last one will take you all the way up. But if you'd like to lay down into Shavasana right now, that is okay as well. But if you're joining me in crossing those feet and coming center of the mat, go ahead and do so now. Let's roll those shoulders back and take a moment here, once again, thinking about our low belly and our low back, making sure we aren't arching. Placing your hands on your heart. Let's take a moment to appreciate our low back and all it does for us. Even though the pain is annoying, the pain reminds us of how hard we push and what our bodies are capable of. So send it love, send it light. Breathe into that area. And go ahead and take a deep breath up with those arms, bringing it down to heart center. The light in me honors the light in you. Thank you so much for joining me today on the mat for our low backs. Namaste.